Hi guys. Today is Thursday, as we said, because yesterday I was busy, so not possible. I know that there is a soccer game, France, that is playing right now, so probably at the beginning of this section we will not have too many people. Hello, hi Kunal, hi Roet. So people are starting to arrive, but so I don't know. We will wait just few minutes, and as I said, I understand that some of you are watching probably still the soccer game with France that I heard is winning 1-0. And to be honest, I did not watch. I'm not watching. It's sad for me. I'm Italian. Italy is completely out of it. So, but tonight at 8 o'clock, so in a few hours, there we will have a very good match, which is Argentina Croatia, and that one I guess it's gonna be a really good one. Hello, Lydia. Ciao, Ray. Also, Siddharth. Great, you are here. So we just now we are 8 people. Let's wait just a few minutes. So are you working hard on your sketching? I guess I hope that hi Charlie. I don't know if you guys and girls are sometimes go back and check the videos just to remember some of the steps that we make together. It would be useful for you, of course. Ciao Abdul. So now we are 11 people. So as you see, I made a very particular title for this Sketching Tutorial P31, which is using color Chalks Nupastels. Yes, because today I will go again on my favorite technique of the Nupastel with the baby powder talk, and we will try to see together how we can work with that and have some really nice, beautiful effects. So what should you do if you are losing interest in cars and sketching? Kunal, if you're losing interest, I'm sorry, probably it's not what you like to do. That's very simple. Come working, but today I didn't come up well. Well, that's okay, no big deal. No problem. So now we are 13. And once again, my video on my PC sometimes disappears, so you write down, just in case everything is frozen, you write down so that I can read it and see what I can do. I'm doing, and he suggests, yeah, I saw, Sira, that you are sketching quite a lot. That's very good. You are making very light improvements, but you are improving. What it counts, it's improvement, okay? My pastels here. All right, Ray. I think that I'm starting to see on the hashtag Luciano Bove Review some really nice improvements, okay? Some of you are just copying at the beginning what I do, which is fine. But the most important thing is that when you copy that, is that you have to make it yours. So then you can go back and resketch again with your creativity and copying the steps of coloring, rendering, using your skills. The most important thing is that you improve your skills. It's Rev's Art on YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, we should go and check this out. See what Charlie is writing down. Great example is Rev's Art on YouTube and Facebook. So why not go and check it out after this? I will. Thanks for giving us this info. So what can I tell you? This morning was cold here. Yesterday was 29 degrees, so very big change of weather. I guess in 5 or 10 minutes the match will be finished. Okay. Anyway, now I'm just opening, okay, my my marker pad, and I'm gonna prepare my setup so that we can start sketching together, because I think that's what you are waiting for. And to do the demo today, I will use my favorite blue soft Faber-Castell color. And the reason is very simple, is because the chalk that I've selected is the dark indigo blue, which is the sky at night. It's very dark. This means that we can create a very nice shading from a lighter blue to a very dark blue. Of course, using the baby powder, okay, our cotton pad that then we will cut to make it really nice, and our spray fix, which means that we must use in order to create the layers. Okay, so first of all, I make my point, okay, and I will change. Now we are 17, that's fine, that's great. So I will just prepare the setup, okay. Let's see how it works. Let me take out the cable so that you don't see it in the video. And let me just turn. Okay, so I'm preparing my setup. Let me see, I still have to adjust it a little bit. Yeah, like that is fine. Okay, so first of all, I am going to sketch a very simple shape, okay? This is, don't forget, this is just a very simple tutorial, and this is just to show you how we can start. Okay, so first of all, let me make a nice sphere, okay? Okay, now that I made the sphere, I'm gonna use our favorite light blue and dark blue, okay, so that we can start applying our darker lights and reflections, okay? This should be like a chrome or a glossy type of reflection, okay? Okay, and on top we have basically the same thing. Like that. Can you see? Now, because this is let's explain once again. So the reflection we have here, it's the objects that we have in front of our sphere in this area, okay, in this side, on this side. Let's call it the right side or front side, okay? I zoom it. The reflection you see here on top, it's the reflection what is on the other side in the back of the sphere, which is very compressed because of the sphere shape. You get it? There is background noise. What do you mean? You can look at the channel for similar designs. So is a background. I don't understand what you mean. Bad thing, Sungo. What do you mean? Okay, so now let's let it dry, okay, first. Okay, good. And once it's dry, I'm gonna go again with the marker because I want to create a little bit of shading. Now, for the shadow, the shadow is dark. And a part of that shadow, okay, you can see it here. So part of this is reflecting here in this area. Now I'm cleaning up a little bit the lines, okay? And I am just making the center part a little bit darker as much as I can without destroying the paper with the marker, of course, okay? Okay, now that I've done this, now that you know Batting Songo, you can find another channel of a very good friend whose name is Driven to Draw. Try to check this. Driven to Draw. Okay? He's a guy from India that did Art Center also. He's very good. Very, very good. Very flashy with his technique. But he does how can I say? I'm doing more basic stuffs and he's doing more complicated type of illustrations and renderings, which are very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so now what I do, I just clean up with my blue pencil to make sure that it looks really well done, okay? So I apply a little bit of line quality, basically. Then there is also a Korean guy. Oh, you are 13 years old. That's great. You should. You have to work very hard and take advantage of your very young age to learn as much as you can to become one of the best future car designers, because you have the time to learn. Okay, so all right, so now we have the main thing has been done. That's what I'm doing. Okay, about reflections. Okay, now what I do, I show you here. Okay, I prepare my Nupastel setup here. Look, I have the blue, and I'm gonna just create some dust, color dust. Okay, there you go. It's here. You can see it. I take my baby powder, baby talc, okay, talc, and I put it next to it. All right? Then I take my cotton pad and I bend it so that I can put it in my hands like this, and with this type of section here, you see? I'm trying to make it thin, not too thick, okay? Not too big, not too small. All right? And what do? I just become, by using a little bit of baby powder and mixing with the color. Look how nice it comes out. You see? It's mixing the two, it gives this beautiful effect. No, Manish, I'm just starting. Okay, so now let's start, okay? So I take it here. You can see it here, okay? And I go on my sphere. Wait, because I have not enough space here. Okay, like that. I think that you can see. So first of all, I want to take care here in this area, because that white, that very light blue element is not so nice. But we say always that we want to create a shading effect. So now I can go with this pastel in here, in between, and I will try to create a nice shading. Let's see if I can do it. You see, this is the first layer. You see, just a little bit. This is the first layer. And then I go again. I'm using, of course, my dust, color dust, on the left. And I do also on this other side. You see? Clean up, okay? And I don't do anything here. Just leave it like that. Now, the last thing I do, I take it again, and I have to take care of this area here, because this is the sky concentration, what we call the core, okay? And now, this element that I will apply here will give the effect of a round sphere. Let's start. Let's see. Don't forget, I'm not gonna touch here, I'm not gonna touch here. Because as we said always, we want to go dark, light, because we need the contrast, right? So I start in the center, and I will start moving like that a little bit, okay? Try to, not to make a mess, but trying to control what I'm doing. And I'm hitting the paper very, very light because I don't want to destroy the paper. Can you see now? It's starting to come out. Hey, batting, it's very simple. If you want to be here, you follow us. If you want to do something that people follow you, you are welcome, but not here. All right? Thank you. Now I'm gonna hit the second time, okay? And after that I hit this second time, I will spray fix. So I will start always in the center, because as we said, the darkest spot it's more or less in the center. So I start from there and I'll try to spread on the sides. Okay, there you go. So now that I did that, perfect. I'll take my spray fix, okay, which is a classical spray fixative for charcoal, you know, those eau pastels. Okay, you can find it everywhere, in every art store. Okay, and I'm gonna spray not too close unless it's gonna be a mess. Okay, from far to make sure that it's gonna hit. 1, 2, and stop. Okay. So let's see. Okay, that's it. Nice smell. Reminds me of school. So we gotta wait now. We had to wait because it has to dry. If I hit now with this, I'm gonna ruin everything. So I don't do anything, we have to let it dry. One thing we can see, look how nice is the effect here already. You see? It's pretty nice. And also here we have we are starting to see the contrast effect, and we are starting to read the roundness of the surface. Yeah, Soslan, thank you. It's exactly what it looks like. I mean, I hope that at the end it will look like that. Ciao Aditya. Welcome back. So, a way to understand if it's dry or not, usually we put our hand. If it's cold, then it's not dry. Now it's not cold, so to me it is dry. And I mix again a little bit of baby powder and a little bit of the color, okay? And I do again exactly the same thing I did before. If you don't have a spray fix Pratyush, it's gonna be a mess afterward. Means that you can eat only twice the paper. Because the third time you do it, you're gonna destroy the paper and you're gonna have a few problems. So spray fix with this technique, it's really, really important. Okay, the spray fix creates a transparent surface that becomes a little bit sticky. So it allows the paper to build up layers. That's what it does, the spray fix. Okay, so let's go. You see, it's a little darker now. And now that I did once here in this area, I'm gonna do it again in the main spot, on the core. I'm trying to be always very kind, okay, with the paper. I don't want to be too, I don't want to be too strong. Can you see that it's really darker now? I just blew a little bit so that the air, so that the dust, the excess of the dust can go away, so that I don't touch with my hands. And now that we did that, I hit again, once again. I always do twice the same thing, twice. Okay, now that I did that, what do? I spray fix again, ready for layer number 3. Okay, that's done. And let's wait. A little bit of patience. We're gonna wait. Then we're gonna do something really interesting because I have something in my mind. There is one thing you have to know. When you spray fix, all those colors, you see, like the white, the yellow, you know, all those light colors, if you put on a dark part, they're gonna come out really, really well. Because the spray fix creates a base that captures really, really well those colors. So you can imagine all the detailing you can do at the end. And we're gonna do some. Promise. Okay, so let's see if it is, well, let's wait still a minute. I just want to make sure. I don't want to mess it up. You know, when I was a student, too many times I messed it up, so now, take my time. It's okay, no big deal. We're gonna try to do it correctly. After that exercise, this exercise, we're gonna do a car, okay? Don't worry. You know, this is just something to start, to understand how it works. Okay, so again, look how shiny it's starting to become. Because when you put the spray fix, you really have a control. Now I really control the type of shading, the intensity, and also the tone value. Now we know that if this value is value number 8 or 9 in terms of dark blue, over here in the darkest spot should be the same. So that's what I'm trying to capture, to obtain. Okay, so once again, spray fix. We are almost finished, don't worry. Okay, let's wait. I can see against the light that the spray fix is still wet. But you can see now already the image is not it's not so ugly. Yeah, Patrick, it's a little bit like a Photoshop. This is the Photoshop, the beginning of the technique that Photoshop made it in digital. I had the spray fix from the moment I bought the pastel, but I thought to use it only in the beginning. You go advice. Yeah, of course, Lydia. In the beginning, no, because if you do it at the beginning, you destroy, you alter it, or you destroy the paper. You know. No, this is during the steps. During the steps. Okay, still, it's still not good. Alright, so once again, now I'm gonna try to make it really dark, okay? Now really dark. So this is probably the last time I do. And to make it really dark, I'm not using baby powder, okay? No, I'm just using the color dust now. This time I'm gonna go a little bit stronger. I really want to make sure that here I barely can see those lines here, you see? When I don't see the lines, means that the tone value of the blue is the same one of my dark marker. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that the shading it's well controlled. Okay. Again, a little bit of spray fix. Another one. Abdul, I don't know what is this noise because I can assure you that here there is nothing, silence in my house at the moment. Maybe something on the line, connection line, I don't know. Let's wait. I put a little bit of air so that it dries. Oh, so there are some people that hate when it's not perfectly dry because you get really super dark. The only problem is that if you don't control that well, you have a very hot dark spot in the center and then you cannot anymore mix it. So then it becomes a mistake. So that's why I don't do it. I let it always to dry. Still darker now, you see? Now it's getting really dark. Okay, so spray fix. It's gonna be the last one. Now I'm going to wash my hands, okay? While it's drying. It looks nice, eh? Not so bad. Okay, so now let's have some fun. This one. Now, if I have here, look, if I have here a little bit of this color, all right, can you see this type of orange color? Okay, so if I have that, well, that orange, I will have it here. And then I take my white, okay, I just make a sharp point and I go on top of that color because it's gonna make it lighter. Can you see? So now we have a reflection of warm light from this area, okay, from the ground. Then I go here. And I can do just a little bit of that. You see? And this is like a light. You see? It's like a light coming from this side. Different type of light. And if we say that this is warm, on this side should be cold, no? Because we say always that we play with the warm and cool light, the contrast between the two. So now I take this very cold color, very light, which is sky blue 9201146, okay, which is very cold, and I just go a little bit on top of it. Can you see? Look how nice. We have warm here and cool there. And the shadow. So I take this color and I put a little bit here. Just a little. Because I want to make sure that also my sphere has a little bit of this color. Okay, it's part of the reflection. Very light. I just need few lines, not a lot. Just few lines. And now, just, hey Rolfo, ciao from Argentina. Hey Rolfo, in a few hours, in an hour, Argentina-Croatia. I'm sure you're gonna watch. Me too. So, now let's do a little bit of cleaning up here because I really want to make this super shiny, okay? Super shiny. So, to make it super shiny, it has to be really dark. Okay, just a little retouch, just a little bit. All right? I create a little bit of contrast here in this area, okay? All right? And now, just the last thing to do, it's our white acrylic gouache, which is going to be our highlights. So, I prepare So, in the darkest spot, like we do on the windshield, on the side glass, we're gonna put our highlight, the first one. Okay? And the second one, of course, it's gonna be here, just to kill the reflection, as we do usually on the side of the cars. And then we put just a little one here. Okay. And a little one here. So I'm going to clean up my brush. And you can see that basically we finished. It's finished. Now that I have all the elements, I can just complete. And don't forget that some lines I still have to make them a little stronger. To make sure that it looks like it's really turning. Can you see? Hey Didou from Tunisia, ciao! So, hey guys, let me tell you, guys and girls, we have Lydia with us, who is a girl. It looks nice. I think that here you have a good example of what it means to make a shiny effect without Photoshop. It's true, without Photoshop. Okay, so this one, I will make a nice picture of this one, of course, don't worry. This one will be also, it will be also on Instagram. So today is 21/06/18. All right. And now we are going to do the same thing on a surface of a car surface shape, okay? So now we're gonna see what it means to do this on a car. Okay, this one I just put it here while it's drying. Okay. So, once again, I take my favorite blue pencil, okay, and I'm gonna make, we'll see, allez, let's see what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just doing some lines to understand what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have a sort of a line drawing, all right, a layout, and I'm going to just check, looking on the back side, if I did some perspective mistakes. It looks pretty okay. Maybe the front, there is some strange stuff on the front. So, yeah, this line is not nice. Okay, so now what do? I just do my line work as usually we do, okay, on all the tutorials I make, so that I have a nice line quality and I can understand how this car should be, okay? Okay, so now I'm trying to do the belt line. I need to redo my point, sharpen my point. Okay, now let's finish the rear part. Okay, now I have to take care of the down part, okay, the cast shadow and everything. I want to make sure that my car sits really well on the ground. And then also another thing I want to do, I want to make sure that I have a nice line here, okay, that creates a sort of a interesting reflection in this area. And we will see how to do it. Okay, can you see it? All right, so now that I have this, I can imagine I'm starting to draw my reflection lines, okay? And that's important because it's gonna guide me when I'm starting to use the marker. Then I have this one on the glass, a little bit on the side, okay? Then I have my reflection on the windshield, which is really, we really don't see it too much, okay? Okay. Let's make a little bit of light graphics. Okay, and in the back we do the same thing here. I would say that we do something a little bit typical, nothing too okay. So now we have our line work. All right. So we go back to our same tools I used before. Okay. But this time it's going to be used a little bit, just a little bit different. Sir, your position at Renault, do you get to sketch every day? No, 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 Pratyush, no, because I'm a design manager. I manage projects. To sketch, we sometimes, but it's very rare, it's very rare. Because we have lots of designers in the team and a lot of people working together. So everyone has their own role. Hey, Border Fox, gamer, welcome. Welcome to you. Okay, so let's take okay, so I start to put the first layer of marker kind of light. I don't want to make it too dark right away. As we said always, we have to grow from light to dark, so it's easier. Hey, Lydia is back. And there you go. Here too. Okay. Now we take the dark one and we do the reflections, okay, on the glass. Okay. And now that we did that, now we can use the same dark blue just to make the bottom part, which means all the cast shadow of the car. So it's like, it would be cool at the next lesson to draw discs. Ah, okay, you mean wheels. Yeah, we will do, don't worry. I'm making a little correction here because it was too long. Okay, it has to dry, eh? Because now that the marker there is really wet, too much. So we wait. And here we can just give a little bit extra in the darkest spot so that it becomes really shiny once we apply all the other colors. Good. So I take this light violet, okay, and I put it on top because this is a cold sky tone. And then I take back my light blue just to give a little bit of extra accent. Alright, so now we're gonna do a little bit of the wheels also because we cannot leave them like that. So Soslan will be very happy. So, because this is a tip-up perspective, the center is not here, it's a little bit higher. Okay? And a little bit inside because of the perspective, okay? So this means so I'm just doing a little bit of graphics to make it look nice. So I'm trying to follow with the section of the font, the real volume, okay? And then once I've done that, I will apply the fix. Can you see? You see? You have an internal disc and an external one. And of course there is a big radius inside so that all the lines have this type of arch look. Yeah, tiger stripes. Yes. Of course, you can imagine a lot of different type of graphics and shapes. You don't have to do exactly what I do. Also because, to be honest, I'm not so good in wheel design. Always do stuff that are really banal. Nothing really super hot. Okay, so now that we did that, I can go and just put a little bit of my shadow, because there is a part of this that it's going to be in shadow. Okay, look, not so bad. And now what is left? Well, it's really some details. For example, before I use the chalk, okay? Because now we're gonna use the pastel. The back here, it's gonna be red, all right? Then let's make a real nice red. Very shiny red. Okay? And in the front, I don't know, we can use this type of stuff. Why not? You see? Fluorescent, a little bit of fluorescent color here. Now we can use another fluorescent color, which I have here on top. So it becomes a little bit brilliant, you know, a little bit stronger. Okay, now that I did that, now I can take my pastel, okay, and I'm gonna start to do exactly what I did before on the sphere, okay? So I'll try to go a little faster because after I know that there is Argentina playing and I don't want you to put in a situation that you don't see the match because of me. Okay, so I have my blue, okay, and I start. And before we put the spray fix, there is the last area is exactly here on top of my marker, okay? Just as we did with the sphere. Then another thing that we have to do also, before I put the spray fix, is this area here. You see all that? Because this is the core, all right, that separates the two surfaces, the side and the top. So here we must hit a little bit stronger on the top to make sure that we see the surface to turn. The surface has to turn. Okay, so look what I do. Wait. Okay. Can you see here? Okay. Now spray fix. You see, it's starting already the base. Now we understand exactly where we have to go to make it darker. Okay, so first of all, fixative. Allez, let's sniff a little bit. There you go. Okay, wait that it dries. Every time we put the fixative, it looks brilliant. I don't know, the fixative has a certain type of effect on the colors, markers and chalk and lines, that it looks like there is a glass in front of it. In the future, do you think they will allow all cars to be driven on the road? I have no idea, Brother Fox Gamer. I have no idea. I know that there are several steps in the future to be made. So of course, all together with all those technologies, it's impossible. Okay, so once again, now let me take a little bit of new pastel. And let's do it, and now let's hit the focal point, okay? Focal point is here. Okay, trying to clean up, okay? Look how nice. It looks really nice. It's already shiny. Now I still need a little bit on the bottom to make sure that it looks nice here. Okay, spray fix. Ali, let's do it. Thank you. Ooh, shiny! Shiny car! Well, you know what? Now it's the moment where I have to hit the hardest part, the darkest spot. And I don't have to touch the rest, so that we can really see the three-dimensional effect. Thank you, Lydia. So let's wait that it dries, because now it's still wet. A little bit of patience. After we have, don't forget that after this is finished, we have some nice color to apply, you see, to make sure that we have a nice warm and light stuff. I'm gonna show it to you. It's gonna be nice. It's going to be nice. Okay, let's let it dry. I I change the thing here because it has to look a little better. And now we're gonna hit for the darkest spot, okay? Now it's gonna be really the last layer, the last one. So this time, look what I did. I made it smaller, you see, thinner. And I'm trying to keep with my fingers this way, two fingers here, one finger there, so that I have a better control when I use in a tiny space, so that I try not to make a mess out of it. Okay, let's see. And the last thing that I need to do, it's on the wheels, because on the wheels it's really too light. Okay, once again, spray fix. So what do you think so far? Thank you, Aditya. No, the earbuds are not good, Pratyush. They are not really good. The things for the ears, to clean up the ears, it's really not the right thing to do. Okay, still wet. Now I am concentrated really on the darkest spot, okay? The darkest spot. I'm not using anymore baby powder. I'm just using straight color. There you go. Okay, that's it. Now we can see the section here. Can you read it? Thanks, Aries. Thank. It's important that you see I'm hitting dark here. This is clear light because the surface is coming out, and this is coming down. So this is dark, this is a little bit darker, it's coming a little bit inside, okay? And you see the combination of the whole thing, it makes really read the three-dimensional effect. Okay, now let's wait that it's a little bit dry. just fix few things. Okay, so this remains a kind of quick sketch, so that we don't have to have to do too much work on it. Okay. And now what I want to do, I want to choose. I want to take back my pastel, and I want to choose a nice warm color. A nice warm color. So I'm looking at my pastel, and I want to find something that's going to make there's only one problem, that some of those colors then they might give the feeling that let's do this. Let's see if it works. Okay, I'm going to do something else. Let's see. I'm going to do it in a very little area, just very light. I change cotton. I take a new one. Okay. I'm gonna give a little feeling of reddish, cold reddish color. And I'm going to do not everywhere, only on one side, this one. Very, very light. I'm not exaggerating with it. Okay. And another thing I'm gonna do now, because I have this reflection, I must have some red somewhere else. Of course. For example, here. Okay? And also here. And also in this area here. Okay. Now that I put this, I spray fix again. Can you see? Because now we have this cold light here, okay? And that's pretty nice. You see how it's affecting some of the surfaces we made. Look here how nice this area. You know, it's like there is a cold light coming from here, giving this type of line. And because of that, I can find a cold red color, if I have it. Yeah, maybe I don't have it. Let me see if I have a color that could go with that. Maybe here. I'm checking, huh? I'm checking my colors. Yeah, I found one that could be okay. This one. Yeah. So, what do? I just put lines here that color. Just a little bit. You know, few lines, not too many. Then I go and take my white, okay? Sunset no, because for sunset should be more orange color in reality. So I'm putting my white line here, okay? And then I had to put a white line there too. Okay, now that I have also my lines, my white lines, you know, reflection lines, you know, few things that make everything look really three-dimensional, okay? All right. Now I go and I take my magic acrylic. Okay, so we're gonna put the highlights. The pencil that I'm using, Aniket, they are all Faber-Castell. Okay? Faber-Castell pencils. Color pencil. Soft pencils. Okay, so I prepare my white spots, okay? So once again, our focal point is in the center. So the first one is going to be here. Second one is going to be here. Very little. Very small. Here we're going to put one. Of course, because this is a... just a little bit here, okay? Can you see? so I went to wash my hands. Well, you know what, guys? This is done. It looks shiny. That's what we want. Okay, so I hope that you liked it, all right? Today I showed you a lot of interesting stuff, the magic of using our, where is my support? Telephone support. Okay, wait that I'm gonna change, all right, so that I can see you again. So, today we did a lot of interesting stuff, really interesting stuff. First of all, we started from here. This, we don't have to forget it, because it is from the basics that we learn. From the basics. So this was the exercise to understand how we use the shading, colors, to make sure that it looks realistic, okay, without spending too much time. And then after this, we applied the same technique on a car shape. So we went and made this one, okay, which looks okay. It's got extra, but I would say that it looks pretty good for what we had to do today together. And I hope that you really understood the step by step. And you can exercise at home. Don't forget how to use the spray fix. Don't forget to wash your hands. Don't forget, look, the page is really clean, huh? And besides, we were using a lot of colors. So I hope that you can try to reproduce at home the same thing, exercise a lot. It's the only thing you can do to improve and to learn, okay? I'm gonna put both pictures on Facebook page and Instagram. And thank you very much for being with me today also. And we will meet again next Monday, okay? Monday, 6:30, okay? Next Monday. All right, so thank you very much for your super messages that I'm seeing there. Hey, wait, if you want to buy me a beer, I can show you a new link. I can show you something new, just in case you wish. I will show you. Just stay there, don't move. Don't move. So, okay, there you go. Let me copy this link and I'll put it here, okay? There you go. If you click that link, if you want $1, okay, it's fine for the effort and to support this activity of sketching for you. Ciao, thank you very much. Share the video, okay? Don't forget to share the video. Ciao.